Occupational therapists help people all across the lifespan from birth to older adults, and we help with those who have lost their independence, whether it's through a disability, an illness, or an injury. So we help people do the things that they want to do whenever they have any difficulty. For autistic people, this means maybe helping them to play, helping them to find some structure. And we also work with the sensory skills and the motor skills to make sure that they are able to do all their daily activities. Sensory processing disorder is a standalone condition that basically means that your brain is not processing one or more of your senses as it should. Your brain acts like a filter and it takes in all the different senses around you and then lets you know what to do with that information. And with sensory processing disorder, it means that your brain is either receiving too much information, not enough, and it's not using it in a way that will help you do all your activities. So it's a condition that you don't have to have if you have autism. You can have it by itself. But it also means that not everybody with autism has this condition. For children or adults with autism, you might have some sensory issues, and it can greatly affect your day-to-day life because maybe you might be sensitive to noise, to textures, to different tastes, and this could mean that it's impacting your function because you're so focused on getting the sensory input that you need. So if your child has a certain trigger, you might want to think back to what happened just before that trigger happened. And you also want to think about how they are with processing their senses in general. Would they be sensitive to different sounds? Is it that they don't like crowds? Are they sensitive to different textures? Once you start to realize maybe there's a pattern with how they respond to different things, you might have an idea of what might be their triggers. So that the next time something happens, you might be able to see it coming and you know, okay, I don't want to take them to the supermarket where there's a lot of people because I know they don't like crowds. So the first thing to do is to be a little bit of a detective so you can start to understand if there might be any patterns to this behavior and to understand how they're processing senses in general. And then you can go from there with being able to manage it afterwards.